Hey folks, welcome back to Hopped Up Beer Review. Tonight, we're going to go visit our friends at Other Half Brewing Company again. We're going to try their Green Power. They brewed this one in Washington, D.C. Stick around.
Hey everybody, welcome to Hopped Up Beer Review, the show where we give you our unprofessional and somewhat biased opinion about the beer that we are drinking and reviewing. Appreciate you checking out this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, cheers, that notification bell. It is free to do, and we would definitely appreciate that. I've got Jay, I've got Andy in the attic. I am Ben. What are we drinking today, gentlemen?
We're going to have the Green Power. It's an IPA. It's actually a DIPA from Other Half Brewing. The can is a little deceptive because of the lighting all around each of us.
Yeah.
But
Takes that extra lighting to make us all look pretty.
yeah.
It says Green Power. But again,
Mine's open.
hard to discern.
What was the first one we had by these? We had, was it the Mylar bags or is that somebody else?
Green City.
Yes.
Green City,
No,
bags.
we had Mylar bags first, I believe.
Okay.
It's just, it was like the can art was so obscure. So
I think last time I counted, I've had like 70 different beers from Other Half.
Wow. And when did you have the first one? After we started the show? Or had you had it before?
That's a good question.
Before. Yeah. You were the one who introduced us to Other Half, so you'd on your travels.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Either way, it's very nice to share.
Indeed.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
Yummy.
You want one of these?
So Green Power, an Imperial IPA, double IPA, a DIPA, comes in at 8%. It uses Mosaic, Motueka, and Chinook hops. It's double dry hopped, by the way. It says it on the can, which you can't really see because of the funky. Yeah, you can kind of see it on Ben's. It has notes of mango, blueberry, lemon lime, orange. It's a mild, sweet pine. What can you pull from it?
Don't you want me to save that for my review?
Yes, I'm just.
No, I mean, I do get the orange and the mango for sure. Those come through. I'm not sure about the blueberry. Maybe a little bit of the pine on the back end, but it's super juicy.
Of pine.
Yeah.
Super juicy.
It's got a lot of juice to it. And Green Power could have multiple references. And I don't think it's a form of electricity from renewable energy. I believe it is referring to a strain of marijuana, sativa, from the green buds seeds. So
I was thinking the Tulane Green Wave. They produce power, you know.
Why would you think that?
Long way away. That's just what I thought. It's green. It's a wave. Power. It's football season. I'll edit that part out. We will have to.
I mean, you don't have to edit that out. Just show everybody how you think. But, this is some trippiness to that. doesn't make me think green energy. So
Probably not. No.
yeah. I know somebody who's had this before. Ben, have you had it before?
I have not.
Oh, Jay, you've had it too?
I have had it, yes.
I kid, Ben. I haven't had it.
It wouldn't surprise me if you have. I know how you and Jay like to get together and share beer without me. So much like Jay and I like to get together and share beer without you. The common denominator here is Jay. Everybody share
Behind
beer
your
with Jay.
back. Just,
I can't. I would never.
Jay's like, quick, try this beer before Ben gets here.
I have had this one before. I was trying to remember if I've had this on draft. I think I've most of the ones I typically try on draft if they have them, and then they have an absolute great selection of cans. As we've talked about cans to go. I mean, they probably in DC. I think they have 5 or 6 coolers, and they usually have an assortment of stuff from not only the DC brewery there, but they'll have some that they brought in from Brooklyn and from Philly. So it's a really good assortment.
All right. Andy, we got any more to share? I mean, I know we've done the other half now. It's probably, gosh, it's creeping up there. It's probably getting close to the second most of one brewery we've done, if I had to guess.
It has to be the second. After Parish, it says Parish, the other half. It's no doubt those two are the most we've done.
Yep. All right. What do you think, Andy?
What do I think? I think it's a great beer. I want to get some more of it. You definitely citrusy, juicy, that haze. As Jay said, you get some mango, you get the orange. I don't know if the lemon lime might be a little lost in the orange. I think the orange is dominant. Definitely can't pick out any berry, but a mild, dank pine type of resin, just a touch of it. Like I said, it's mild, but it's a good combination of hops that they did, and of course, dry hopping. There's not a lot of bitter. There's no peel, like citrus peel taste. It is easy to drink at 8%, and it's thick on the palate, but not like a heavy feel going down, like where it's like, oh, I got to take my time on this. This is a refreshing, very satisfying. So tastes great. 8.5, solid beer. More than solid. It's just good job. 2 thumbs up. 2 hitchhiker thumbs. Y'all thumbs do this?
All right, Jay's had it, so I'll go next. Obviously, I don't know about this one. This is one that I don't like.
I don't know.
I have to say, of the other half beers that I've had, this is probably going to be my least favorite one. I definitely
it is your problem.
I definitely get the juicy, the orange. I don't know if it's that light pine on the back end, but it's dry and it's like it leaves a lingering taste that I just don't care for. I don't know what it is, but there's just something about this one that is not my favorite. So yeah, of all the other half beer we've had, this one's not doing it for me. Which is, we go into doing an other half review, and I'm super excited, regardless of the style, because we've had so much great beer from them. I was super excited for this one, and it's just not living up to it for me. So On the fence with a couple numbers here. I'm going to go with 6.5. This one, it's.
Now, is it the Mylar bags reason because you're not vibing with the can art?
Yes, that's completely it. There's nothing to do with the beer. The beer's
that
great.
was like
I just don't like the can art.
You blasted Mylar bags because your can
Yeah.
doesn't appeal to me, and so I can't give you a good score.
That's a very good memory, Andy, on our show. No, it's not that because I've had enough other half beer at this point that the beer speaks for itself, right? And I think the beer, most of their beer is fantastic. I think, and I don't think this one's bad. I guess let me put it that way. It's just not one that I need to have again. There's so many other great other half beers that this one, and maybe it's the thought of, we do this with Parish too. You get a Parish beer and you're like super excited for it because you know what kind of beer they produce. Other half is getting to be in that same vein where we had a bad one. And I'm not saying this one's bad. I'm just saying this is my least favorite.
Somewhat biased.
But I don't have to have this one again. So that was why I put it at a 6.5 instead of a 7, because I'm okay. I've checked this one off the list and I can move on. It's just
It's okay.
Lingering aftertaste for me is just not what I want. So
we accept your wrong opinion. Let's go to Jay.
Me and Andy have decided we're going to drink this beer without you in the future.
Yeah, it's like
I don't know what happened if you
over where Ben is, and Jay and I will talk.
I don't know if you fell and hit your head overnight, Ben, or something
don't
happened.
Have to look at Ben. Mute yourself, Ben, so we don't have to hear you.
No, I'm just going to add you out of the show altogether.
This is a great beer. It's juicy. It's got the citrus. It's double dry hopped. It doesn't have a bitter. I mean, when I had the first taste of this, I'm like, man, this is a beer maybe Ben would really like. But whoa. I guess
he had you in mind, Ben.
The pine on the backside, huh?
This is how you repay him.
It's
the green lights are messing with your taste buds.
It's almost a little velvety to me, or creamy, if you will.
So good.
I really like it, and I did the first time I had it. It's got the orange, the mango. I don't get the blueberry like you, or the lemon lime, Andy. I mean, those are lost in the shuffle, which is fine. It doesn't detract from the beer. They're just saying that that's a note that was probably there, or some specific cicerone can pull it out. Good for them. But
they're not on this show, by the way.
Yeah, it's great to me.
It's
It's
level 1.
It's an 8.5 all day long. So,
boom.
Cheers
to 8.5.
That's going to be a 7.8 for the green power from Other Half. Definitely, if you've had this beer, you need to let us know what you think about it. These guys think they're right, just not for me. So, what are you going to do? Be sure to like, subscribe, cheers, that notification bell. It's free to do. We would definitely appreciate that. Helps the channel out. And if you have subscribed to any of our videos, we definitely appreciate you. And thank you for doing so. Check us out on all social media links down below in the description. Come say hey in our Hopped Up Beer Review Discord server. It is a chat room. The 3 of us are there and the others who have joined us. Check us out on the link down below and get some Hopped Up Beer Review merch. Koozie, glass, shirts, all kinds of great things. Christmas is coming up soon. Great stocking stuffers at that link. And lastly, if you have any interest in any of the equipment or the glassware that we use on this show that we have purchased, we've got some links down below. You can check that out. Same. Whoa! What is that? Yeah. Hey, Jinx, you owe me a Coke or another Other Half beer. We got some links down below. You can check that out.
You can crap all over it.
Yeah. With that, for Andy in the attic and Jay jumping the gun, I'm Ben. Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.